To FNAF today, I have a little bit of a theory. It's more of an explanation than a theory. But in the new FNAF 10-year anniversary game, Into the Pit, there's something wrong. Look at the animatronics. Don't look at Bonnie, because he doesn't really matter right now. Just look at Freddy and Chica. You notice anything wrong? Maybe a lack of buttons. Maybe, only two toes. Maybe a mouth that's wrong. These are the FNAF 1 animatronics. These are not the, now you might be thinking that's fine, but if you know anything about the game or the book, you know that this game takes place in 1985, which means it would have to be the unwithered animatronics. So this is definitely a problem, so I need to fix this. So over the many years, over many decades, and by many decades I mean 1 decade, FNAF theorists have come up with this timeline. In 1970, there was this, Fall Fest thing. This doesn't really matter because there's not any lore significance right now. There might be some later, but we don't really know when it started and when it ends. We just know that it existed in 1970. Anyways, not the more important stuff. In 1983, it was Fredbear's Family Diner. That ended because, you know the lore, Anyways. So now, this is where things might, become a problem. Because in 1985, people think that there was another location that we never got to see, because in FNAF 2, Phone Guy says that there was another location left to rot, and the Withered had to come from somewhere. But the thing is, yeah, and then there was 1987 FNAF 2, and then in 1993, we had FNAF 1. But the thing is, it was never explicitly said that 1993 was the year for FNAF 1. People just thought that because of the minimum wage, but who knows? Maybe Fazbear Entertainment is giving more than minimum wage. It's not a good business strategy, probably why they shut down, but hey, it's not illegal. It's not impossible. So, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the unwithered animatronic location never existed. Just don't think it's true, because, listen, let's shift this around a bit. So let's say FNAF 1 is in 1985, then FNAF 1987 is FNAF 2, like normal. This actually matches up with old theories for the sequel idea. But the thing is, at the newspaper, look at this, it says, the CEO said, "It's a minor setback. We are confident that we will open someday, even if it is with a much smaller budget." CEO Fazbear Entertainment. That's why some people think this is the prequel. But the thing is, if FNAF 2 is the sequel, that means that there's an unresolved location. But I'm thinking, what if it is Jeff's Pizzeria? Because that'd honestly be the only thing that would make sense. But the thing is, there's one massive problem with this theory. And FNAF 1 Phone Guy says this. But then there was the bite of 87, unquote. How could he know about the bite of 87 if he's in the past? If he's in 1985, how would he know about the bite of 87? Maybe insider information, but by that time he was already demoted to a security guard. Doesn't make any sense. Now let's look at Wither Chica design. You see that she has 3 toes, yellow legs, and a 2-inch jaw. But wait a second, wait. I figured it out. It's the ball pit. The ball pit, the ball pit, the ball pit. That is the answer. That is the key to the question. Because at the beginning of Into the Pit, there was a family talking. That's really just the exposition, how the character figures out that there's a ball pit. But there's multiple mentions that there might be diseases in the ball pit. Twice on night 1 and one time on night 5. So I'm starting to think, what if? I'm not saying that that the character's going insane from diseases, but I think, what if the ball pit it doesn't actually bring you back in time? It can just make you think of the past or something. I don't know. So what if Oswald wasn't really in the past? What if it was just a hallucination? Maybe Springtrap just wanted to get one more kill, one more child, one more. Because we know that he wanted immortality, and hey, maybe even illusion discs are involved somehow. Or maybe it's dream theories true. Or maybe it's a game, maybe Help Wanted was telling the truth. Or maybe there's a different dimension. It would explain why in Ruin you can walk through walls with a mask on. Or maybe everyone's a robot, who knows. Or maybe Fazbear Entertainment owns everything. Why do they own everything? You'd think they would close down right now. Or maybe Probable Guy's immortal. Or maybe there's too many Chica simp. Or maybe, why are the fan games involved with official FNAF? I'll make my own fan game and give it a coherent lore. Well, either way, there's one thing certain. No matter how you're, hallucinating, you are definitely not going into the past. If you have any other things that might add to this theory in the comments, let me know.